Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to move on with semi-professional mixed martial arts over 3 4-minute rounds of action. Would you welcome first into the blue corner, representing Swindon Valley Judo, Phil Wells.
Dead right, did the head right, be there, and I Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to, bruise, cruise to, do something to us, talk, go to us, to us, wanna do us, screw us, who us, yeah, Papa and Papa, close like Starsky and Hutch.
And would you welcome his opponent into the red corner, representing Panthers Yeovil, Scott Howe. Three 4-minute rounds of mixed martial arts action. Wells in the blue, Howe in the red.
So, semi-professional mixed martial arts over 3 4-minute rounds of action. Phil Wells, Swindon Valley Judo, against Scott Howe from the local Panthers in Yeovil. And it's semi-professional, which means when they hit the ground and you get ascendancy, you're not allowed to strike to the head on the floor. At the moment, though, both men happy to keep it upright with a good front push kick from Howe in that exchange.
Followed up there by an attempt from a round kick there to the head, which just caught the shoulder. Straight in there with another front kick.
Well, Wells got inside nicely there from those kicks from Howe. And obviously with MMA, you're looking for the first person that finds it too hot upright and then looks for the takedown. But when you do go for the takedown in semi-pro MMA, it's got to be far more technical because you can't do ground and pound. And it's Wells was looking for that single leg, but Howe tying him up. He's got a guillotine there. He's not going to be able to do anything with it from this angle unless he drops. He's going to have to drop from here to keep that, and the arm's been popped out anyway. Once you've got an upright guillotine, especially when it's not a cage, don't forget, this is the one arena the MMA fighters are now at a disadvantage because they're used to that cage. They're used to being able to do so many different things without that give of the ropes, Brendan. And you saw there with that guillotine, he would have to sink in and then drop to the canvas to really make it count.
Indeed, the ropes do pose a big disadvantage for these MMA fighters, as you have just made clear.
Short knee there from Wells, but Howe is saying it's into the groin there, Brendan.
Yeah, it did look extremely low.
So Wells is saying he's okay. He's been given a Howe's been given a second to recover. And the referee will give him as much time as he feels he needs initially.
Looks like Howes has a very, very minor scratch just under his right eye, probably from a fingernail there from the open gloves that they use here in MMA.
And so far it's all been upright. They touch gloves to acknowledge they're going again. And it's been very even upright as well. Both men tall and rangy at the weight, loose-limbed. And Howe relying a lot, Brendan, on that front push kick, but it's not as effective as I'd like to see it when you're pushing through there.
And Howe is also actually trying to make use of the ropes here as well with that push kick, as you just saw.
Well, he took a short right hand from Wells there in that exchange. And they tie up once more. Howe looking to hook the leg in protection, but again, the short right hand and a chopping right uppercut. And this is the danger with ropes, especially when the ropes are a bit loose. But that response was from the right uppercut from Wells. Howe immediately went for the takedown. And I'd just like to see a bit more venom in those kicks. And Wells ducks under the right hand from Howe. Oh, big shot again from Wells. And they finally go down. And it's Wells in the mount, Brendan. Now, he's got side control now as well, Phil Wells. And this is the thing I'm saying. Once you're on the ground, if you are not allowed to ground and pound to the head, you've got to go for the submission, which Wells is going for there now. He's got to get that arm free, as you can see. If he frees that arm and he can put the pressure on for the arm bar, but he hasn't got it now. He's still got excellent side control, but he hasn't got that arm.
Howe's just managed to slip it.
But in an otherwise equal round, this will score heavily for Wells now. And there was a triangle attempt there from Howe, but very belated. So, upright action shared, but that last portion there where Wells went for the submission, I think will give the man in the blue corner the round. So round 2 of 3, very even upright. Wells, the edge on the ground. So they've had a good look at each other. Another 4 minutes here in this semi-pro bout.
Howe's there with the front push kicks, trying to keep Wells at bay.
He's going for the guillotine again. He's going to look to drop now. He's got the head, but if the head pops free, he's not going to get the guillotine from there. And the thing is, if you don't, you can drop with the other person immediately in your guard. It's a dangerous game, especially when it's at pro level and they can ground and pound. And again, Wells ducks nicely under the right hand of Howe. And again, Wells actually just beginning to dominate the boxing upright. The right hand lands again. And he had his back briefly there. But upright, Brendan, Wells just beginning to dominate the boxing. Almost north-south here for Wells, looking for side control, trapping the one arm now so he can work on the other for the arm bar. If he can keep this arm trapped, he can then work on the other. Looking to get into the full mount position now, or even trying to trap both arms. North-south now, we're going to work on that arm to crank it up. And he's got it, he's got the tap, he's got the tap. He manoeuvred for it, got it perfectly.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always tonight, please, let's hear it for both your fighters in this ring. But we do have a winner by way of Kimura in round 2. He's from the blue corner, Phil Wells.